Element 1. Identify the role of a valet. 1.1. Describe the service delivered by a valet. Introduction. This unit applies to all establishments where specialist valet or butler service are conducted. This section identifies the tasks a valet undertakes. Point 1.1. Describe the service delivered by a valet. Introduction. This unit applies to all establishments where specialist valet or butler service are conducted. This section identifies the tasks a valet undertakes. The job of the valet. A valet, sometimes also known as a butler, is employed by a hotel to provide a personalized and specialized service to the guests for the duration of their stay. They add a degree of service, class, and style many people associate but with indulgence and appearance. Valet service are not common. Certainly, not all establishments provide valet service, and the position might not exist in some countries. Many hotels will only supply valet parking service. However, international guests may have very high level of expectation in relation to, to the service provided by valets, especially American and Japanese guests. Many expect the same level of service provided by other upmarket hotels around the world. The many rulers of a valet many regard the valet as providing a combination of roles, each with its own demanding, personalized, and individualized service. The various roles include housekeeper, performing a range of service normally provided by room attendants in others' room. Confidant, being a trusted person whom the guest can confide in when they need to talk or share an idea, experience, or opinion. Guide, informing the guest of what is available both within and outside the venue. When it is available, how to get there and how to obtain entry, tickets, preferential treatment. Concierge, while all felons work together with the concierge in a venue, many valets often take the role of concierge for the guests they are looking after. Organizer, organizing activity, including reservation, ticket to show, entry to events, meeting with people, daily schedule on behalf of and under the direction of the guest. Supervisor, overseeing the work of others people, venue employees, and outside workers who provide products and service to the guest. Guest relation, ensuring the guest has a pleasant stay in the venue, ensuring their expectations are met and dealing with any problems that arise during the stay. It is true that a valet may be all this and more. Exactly what a valet is or the service they provide depends greatly on the needs of the individual guest. There is a special relationship between the valet and the concierge, especially the nature of the working relationship between them that demands instant response to the guest needs, quick supply of information, and general professional support. The valet must be able to respond immediately and appropriately to the needs of individual guests who may all have widely diverse demands. It is definitely a challenging position, but without doubt an extremely rewarding one. The role of valet will generally be undertaken by experienced staff member or other people with some organizational and interpersonal skill. Depending on the organizational structure of the venue, valet may be located in housekeeping, front office, or another appropriate department such as finance or sales and marketing. The valet is always a front of house member of staff. They are not back of house staff who work behind the scenes. A guest contact staff member as opposed to a manager or administration officer. A service provider, while they perform some liaison and supervision duties, their primary role is one service provision. The main duties of a valet. The main duties of a valet refer to the service they provide to their guests. The position description for valet at your venue will provide a good starting point regarding what they are expected to do. The nature and extent of this service will vary between guests, with some guests demanding constant attention and others requiring little in the way of valet service. Service can include, but are not limited to, professionally and confidently communicating with the guest and on behalf of the guest, unpacking and storing guest luggage, preparing guest clothes and footwear ready for us, like pressing of garments as required or requested, packing guest luggage for their departure, cleaning and polishing shoes as required and or requested, repairing or organizing the repair of clothes and other guest belongings, providing assistance in relation to organization of guest need and requested, including wake-up calls, newspaper, coffee, and tea. Monitoring the provision of establishment service to the guests, both in room and throughout the venue. This may include arranging and supervising the provision of room service for meal, snack parties, and drinks, organization and implementation of functions for the guests in their room or in a function room at the venue, recording service that have been delivered for quality control and accounting procedure, preparing room before guest arrivals by providing various items such as fruit bowls, complimentary gifts, bathrobes, chocolates, and flowers. Looking after guest laundry and dry cleaning needs on an ongoing basis for the duration for their stay. Organizing and processing secretarial duties upon request, such as a message, fax, packages, translation, postage, and use the business facilities of the property. Arranging restaurant bookings, car hire, tours, specified purchase of gift or others item. Organizing activities to meet guest needs, such as arranging special function in the venue, booking local excursion and tours, and making reservation for the theaters, show, dining, and special events. Provision of local advice, the concierge function including recommendation, recommendation for dining and shopping, suggestion for transport and sightseeing, option for tourists and leisure activities, a question of personal service, making, altering, or confirming travel arrangement prior to guest arrival, the Valley much investigate background information and knowledge about guest preference and previous history with the establishment. Take action to ensure promise made to guests are met when the guest arrives. On guest departure, the family must record and process guest charges and accounts for billing and payment, assist in the maintenance of guest history file to provide relevant and up-to-date information about the guest or very important person, the bride with management to identify, listen, learn, determine changes needed to be made to standard operational procedure and whether or not management needs to contact the guest to make an apology.